Hello and welcome to today's video. Today is not a fountain pen video, but it is inspired by one of my fountain pen videos. A little while ago, I made a top 5 fountain pens video, and I thought, I'm not a pen snob. I do love my fountain pens, but there are lots of pens I love. And so I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a top 5 non-fountain pens list. So today the writing samples will be done in this notebook, which is part of the executive series from My Paperclip Australia. If you're not familiar with them, check them out. I'll link to a review down below. Now I'm going to start with 2 highly commended. Now one of these is not going to enjoy this paper, and that is this one. This is the Mark Smith from Solbuilt. This is a really great pen. It is a bolt action pen, and those of you playing at home would have noticed that that is in fact a Sharpie marker. So this is a retractable Sharpie marker that uses their retractable refill with a little adapter kit you can get. This can use like Parker G2 size refills, which is really great. So it becomes a ballpoint pen. Now this is still inked there, well, have the Sharpie refill in it, simply because last I was using this a lot was when I was moving, and it was labeling all my boxes and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to write with that on this paper because it would just eat right through. This is really good paper, but Sharpie markers are another thing altogether. So the Mark Smith from Solbuilt, great piece of gear. It really kind of bridges that gap between stationery and EDC in a way I really love. So yes, that's a first highly commended. The second highly commended today is a very humble one. It is this. This is the Unipin Fine Line, and this is like a felt tip pen, like fine liner, and I love these. So I go through these quite a lot, and I have the 0.7 here, and I will use happily anything from the 0.5 through to the 0.8 regularly. I use these for sketching, even though they're not waterproof. Although they say water and fade proof pigment ink, they aren't waterproof in the same way that, say, Sakura Micron markers and those kinds of things are. But I just love the way these write. I love how affordable they are, how readily available they are. And so the second highly commended today is the Unipin Fine Line. And as I said, this one is the 07. As I said, I just really enjoy how they write. I enjoy using them a lot. I use these a lot for things like bullet journaling, and anytime I'm using not fountain pen friendly paper. You can see on the reverse, nothing has come through on this paper, obviously, but they perform pretty well. Okay, number 5 on my list today is another pretty humble one. It is a very simple one. It is the Pentel Energel 07 once again, and this is the navy blue. There, I do like my darker blues. If I have a choice between a royal blue and a darker blue, I'm always going to go for the darker blue. So number 5 on this list is the Pentel Energel. Now, the Energel pens come in a range of different kinds of bodies and all that kind of stuff. This is my favorite one. It is the standard one. It is the, the basic version, and it's really enjoyable. So this is navy blue. I just really like how they write. Like, I like when I'm using a pen like a ballpoint or something like that, and I've used these for journaling, I use these on flights, all that kind of stuff, whatever I'm doing. This is the one that I think writes beautifully on the page. It's kind of my favorite in that realm. Next, we have a bit of an upgrade of another humble one. Muji make great gel pens. We all know about that. And so I get the refill and I put it into this metal body that is a Muji aluminium pen body. It's just a click body, and it makes the Muji gel pen just absolutely beautiful. So this is an aluminium body. I'm not even sure which refill I have in here at the moment. I think it's the 0.7, once again, the dark blue or blue black, whichever sort of you want to call it. Yeah, 07 there. Made Muji 07, made in Japan. the Muji gel pens are a bit of a cult classic, and for a while I was using them quite a lot in all the different colors for writing out lyrics and things like that. Gel pens generally don't, they kind of run out quicker than, say, a standard ballpoint, but they are great on all kinds of paper, non-fountain pen friendly paper, fountain pen friendly paper, everything kind of, you know, they work well. And the Muji gel pens are absolutely great, and they come in a huge range of colors and they're beautiful. Okay, number 3 is another bolt action pen. It is this one. This is the Bastion bolt action pen. It's made from, same as the Mark Smith, it's made from like an anodized metal. It's got a lovely size in the hand, a great clip. I love the bolt action. I love bolt actions in general. This one comes with a Parker G2 size, or size, you know, that G2 standard size Bastion branded refill. As I said earlier, I will link to reviews to all of these in the description, so you can find full reviews. But you can see there, that's the kind of refill it has, and it writes so well. This for a while was like my pocket pen I took to work and everything. At work, I can't write with fountain pens, even though I work at a stationery shop, because a lot of the actual writing we have to do is things like on receipts and filling out, you know, forms that are not on fountain pen friendly paper. So number 3 here is the Bastion bolt action ballpoint. Now, a lot of people watching this video will say, why is there no Retro 51? Why is there no this, no that? This is just what I like, and I've used the gamut. But these are the ones I come back to again and again, and that's kind of why they've made this list. It's not that they're any better than the other ones. You know, there's a bunch of reasons and criteria why I've chosen these particular pens. The cost, the build quality, the way it writes on the page, just my general enjoyment of it. And the top 2 really, really tick those boxes. So number 2 on the list is this. This is the Fisher Space Pen Bullet. This is in the beautiful black version. And you can see that this is one of those very small pens that you post and becomes a decent sized pen in the hand. This lives on my Traveler's Notebook passport size, which I carry daily with me. That's got my like daily to-do lists in it, not my grand to-do lists and all that kind of stuff, but just the things I have to do while I'm out on that specific day. And I, you know, jot down ideas in it throughout the day, all that kind of stuff. This lives on there, and I adore the Fisher Space Pen refill. I've done a full review showing this refill in quite some detail, so check that out. But the Fisher Space refill here, it's just so lovely. I actually end up buying that refill and putting it in other pens, because with the little adapter, it can fit in pens that are designed for the Parker G2 size refill. So number 2 on this list is the Fisher Space Pen. I'll just put Bullet here because it's very, very cool. This, I also love is it the Clip-O-Matic, I think it is, which is their sort of click pen, uses the same refill. But yes, the refill for this, for the Fisher Space Pen, gets like 1,000,000 out of 10. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best ballpoint refills going around. And then number 1 on this list, another bolt action pen. It is this one. This is the Copper Bolt Action Pen from MIG, or Mark's Innovative Gear, which is a company based in Australia. This is a heavy, beautifully balanced, well-made piece of kit. Lovely, simple, very smooth, clean bolt action mechanism on it. I love that. I love the feel of this in the hand. I love the way it writes. It takes a standard, once again, a standard. This is a Schmidt, that 9000 Schmidt refill. It's just beautiful. So number 1 on this list is the MIG, or Mark's Innovative Gear Copper Bolt Action ballpoint. It's so funny. I've just realized how I've been printing all of this. And I think when I'm writing with fountain pens, a lot of what I do with them is more intentional writing. And so I do write cursive, or I write sort of a version of my version of cursive more. But when I am writing with fine liners or ballpoints and things, it is normally things like bullet journaling or note-taking out about on the day or something, and it's always in print. Isn't that funny? Well, it's funny to me, but it just goes to show that these tools are built into my system in a way that just picking them up and writing with them, I kind of subconsciously have gone to print mode. It's so interesting. Anyway, this is my top 5 non-fountain pens. As I said, I am not a pen snob. I will write with a good pen regardless of A, how much it costs, and B, what kind of pen it is. Ballpoint, rollerball, gel pen, whatever it is, especially fountain pens, I will say that. But if it's a good pen, I will enjoy it. And so this is, for me, what I keep coming back to is this top 5. So we've got a couple of highly commended, as I said. We've got the Solbuilt by the Mark Smith by Solbuilt, which I'll just write down at the top here, because with my MIG pen here. The Mark Smith from Solbuilt with the Sharpie refill. Couldn't see any of that because of my hand. I apologize. But yes, the Mark Smith by Solbuilt, a wonderful, wonderful, adaptable, great to use pen. And then the second highly commended there is the Unipin fine line, which is just a great everyday fine liner. I enjoy it a lot. Then we had number 5, which was the Pentel Energel retractable pen here in this instance. Then we had the Muji gel pen in this aluminium retractable body, which I just think is awesome. I love the body. I love the way those gel pens write. So big ticks in a lot of categories there. Then we get the Bastion bolt action ballpoint. There's a lot of reviews from other people about this pen as well. Go check them out, as well as checking out reviews of all of mine, of all of these, of course. Then we get the Bullet pen from Fisher Space Pen, which is a tiny little guy there, but what a writer. And then number 1 on my list is the MIG Copper bolt action ballpoint pen. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit the notifications button, all of that kind of stuff. A big thank you to a range of the brands here for sending these out for review or providing them at discounted prices for review. It's that kind of support that makes this channel and all these kinds of videos possible. So yes, if you've got a way you'd like to support the channel, I would love to hear from you. It's the support of people like you and these brands that make it possible. So enjoy your pens, whatever kind of pen they are. Enjoy writing, and I'll talk to you soon.